Yo, what's going on, guys? Altair here, back again at you with another YouTube video. What if I told you there is one card that you could be using right now that searches practically every meta card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, what is a meta card or a tier 0 card in Yu-Gi-Oh? You could say maybe it's Mitsurugi, maybe it's K9, maybe it's Yummy, maybe it's Killer Tune, or maybe it's the man with the mark. Now, what if I told you there is literally a one card combo, one card that searches all of them combined and only 0.005% of the player base uses it? I'm talking about none other than Dark Necromancer. I know the Vendred line, I know it can search any ritual in the game. It could search Mitsurugi, it could search Megalith, it could search even the illusion of chaos. That is true, you could combo base just off of that alone, but you're not looking at the full potential of the card. First things first, there are spells that you could use to cheat out Dark Necromancer through the Banish Zone, such as Gold Sark and Allure of Darkness. Now you might think that's where it stops, where you can search Dark Necromancer, because it is a pretty broken card. It having 1400 defense means you can't really do the Goblin Fiend combo into the Goblin Zombie to search it, because Goblin Zombie only searches 1200 defense or lower, and it has 1400 defense. And there is no Zombie Rhoda that has a level 4 or lower zombie from the deck to the hand, and most zombie cards are really clunky and need other zombies in the hand for it to work. So the question is this it for Dark Necromancer? Is there truly no way to search this game-breaking card? Now, I ducked down deep, ladies and gentlemen. I have been working on this exact same line for over a year, ever since Dark Necromancer got released. You already guys know I'm a big fan of Vendreds and Eldritch. Those are my favorite zombie archetypes and damn near my favorite archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Ritual Summoning is one of my favorite summoning types also in Yu-Gi-Oh! So you already know I had to get to work. Now, after a long, hard search of searching what is possible to search Dark Necromancer in. And I didn't stop just at, oh, this card searches this card, then you have to discard this card, or you might need this card in your hand already, such as the Cursed Ancient Turtle. I didn't stop there. I wanted a true one card combo searcher for Dark Necromancer. And it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, the answer is none other than White Forest. You might be wondering, how come a spellcaster illusion archetype such as White Forest, known for its synchro and fusion summoning, cheat out Dark Necromancer? How is that even possible? The answer lies in one, but only one, zombie synchro monster. And that zombie synchro monster, ladies and gentlemen, is Immortal Dragon. The zombie version of Coral Dragon, if you guys didn't know, is a level 6 synchro monster that is a generic. Meaning, if I put 2 White Forest bodies on the field with a level 4 tuner and a level 2 monster, which is literally the basic White Forest combo, I'm able to go into Immortal Dragon. Now, what am I supposed to do after Immortal Dragon? Guys, after Immortal Dragon, you're supposed to send Dark Necromancer to the grave, but then there was one issue. Yes, Immortal Dragon will send Dark Necromancer in the grave, but that doesn't activate any inherent effect. I still need somehow to banish Dark Necromancer from the graveyard. And that is where the White Forest engine comes in, ladies and gentlemen. The White Forest engine doesn't only put 2 bodies on the field, it puts 3, thanks to the white tails of the White Forest. And this spell card is searchable off of pretty much any starter but Rusia. Rusia is the extender. Sylvie can add it, you special summon whatever White Forest monster you're missing, and then you go into this combo. So then Immortal Dragon will send Dark Necromancer, and then you're like, okay, so you sent it, and now you have 3 bodies on the field, whatever. Then you made Immortal Dragon, now you have 2 bodies on the field. How are you gonna banish Dark Necromancer? The answer is very simple from there, ladies and gentlemen. It's not rocket science. You either go into SP Luna Knight or High Guard Lizardos. Both of them are both link monsters that are able to banish from the graveyard. And then from there, you get the craziest one-card combos in the game, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm very happy that I found this line. I dug through years worth of work, a year's worth of work to get to this line. And I think I probably would have maxed it out by now. There is just probably crannies here and there, just like, you know, little techie cards that I found, like such as the Dogmatica card, where if you ritual summon a card, you get to pick a extra deck monster from the opponent and then dump it to the graveyard. I'm still finding like these kind of techie cards I'm able to use, but besides that, as far as the combo is concerned, this one card Dark Necromancer combo, I think it is done. It has reached its upper limit of how much craziness it could do. So without further ado, let me show you this combo that I'm talking about. You're like, come on, you're talking all this nonsense. I don't know what you're talking about. Without further ado, let me show you this one card Dark Necromancer combo into infinite Omni Negates, infinite Endboars, you name it. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to that deck that I have gotten into in the first place. And you might be seeing a lot of stuff here, and this is very Master Duel-y. That's why it's a 60 card deck. You could run this at 40. I will leave an image right here of my 40 card deck list. As you can clearly see, it is very, very doable. Heck, you could even side deck K9 going second, which is absolutely mind-boggling broke, right? But with Master Duel, you also have to take into account your weaknesses not only going first, but also your weaknesses going second. And that's why this is more of a 60 card deck in Master Duel than its 40 card counterpart, because obviously you could just side deck in the counterpart in the TCG and OCG. So anyways, because you also have to take account for every deck in the game, right? So that's why like it's more of a 60 card. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the main line first. Like I said, it is Elzette of the White Forest, and you're gonna go into you're gonna go into Sylvie. Sylvie is gonna add, where's it at? Tales of the White Forest, like I mentioned, which is gonna special summon Rusia from the hand, and then from there you're gonna go Immortal Dragon, and then get Dark Necromancer out, baby, and it's where you shut off all the effects. And the interesting part, if they nib you there, you're at SP Loyal Knight. So when you're at SP Loyal Knight, you can protect yourself from nib. And the banish of Dark Necromancer is mandatory. So when they nib your SP, like if they nib there, it's actually incorrect to nib there. They have to wait until Dark Necromancer summons, okay? And then even if they do, and this is a crazy part, so even if they do wait for Dark Necromancer special summon, the effect still goes off, they nib, I still get to add Revendred Evolution. Because the effect still goes off, because nib is not a negate, it just will obviously take away my monsters. So for that line, there is no anti-nib, but it's pretty much cooked, okay? It's pretty much cooked. And what you want to do there is actually, what I do if I get nibbed on that line where SP banish Dark Necromancer add, I actually stop all trap effects, because I'm able to tell from the toggles he didn't max me already, he didn't fool me, he didn't ash me. So that means like literally he had no other interruption besides this nib. And on top of it, all those trap cards that I don't know that are in hand. So I could verify that he didn't have any monster effects other than nib, otherwise he would have used them. So I shut off trap card effects, so those are the trap card hand traps, and then that's it, it's cooked. It's officially cooked, and I do the same combo anyways. We have max over everything, basically, guys. We have 3 of Elzette, and the reason why I have 1 of Asler and 1 of Sylvie is because I don't want to take the normal summon away from Dark Necromancer. Again, Dark Necromancer is the guy you want to normal summon, so if you do like 3 of Sylvie, this is fine, but again, what if you get both in hand? Now you just wasted just a card slot in hand for a Dark Necromancer. Like, you want to be normal summoning Dark. These guys are more of the searchers. That's why Elsa is at 3, because she special summons. She doesn't normal summon like Astler or like Sylvie. Rusia is a brick, because she needs a White Forest card on the field to special summon herself. So she's just an extender through the Tales of the White Forest that gets added through either Astler or the White Forest or Sylvie. Pretty much whole combo confirmed. Full Mitsurugi side engine with preparation of rights and Sky Striker engaged stuff, guys. It's really important in a 60 card deck that you have as many starters as possible to overwhelm the opponent, especially in Master Duel. I think the more starters you have is the better. The more starters and non-engine you have also is the craziest. So go ahead and do that. I could talk about Delta of Invitation real quick with Wandering Tiding of Tartarus. I'll put a video right here for you to know what Wandering of Tartarus does and why is he here and why is he royal rare. Yep, there you guys have it. Wandering of Tartarus, pretty insane card that this deck just offers for no reason, but it's, hey, if it's there, it's there, so you might take it. Board break potential Elich with him, with Delta, with Imperm, with Droplet, with Sky Striker Mecha, with an Anchor, with Triple Tactics. So much board breaker potential. So, without further ado, this is the deck, guys. Let me show you the combo that I have developed thus far, and then after that, I will show you every single combo possible in this deck, including, don't go anywhere, we search for K9, we search for Malice, we search for Odeon, we search for FTK. There's a lot of things you can search for in this combo, and we will get down to it. So, but first, let me show you my preferred way to play this deck, and we'll get right into it. So, as you guys know, I'm a big Zombies fan, and I tried to break this card as hard as possible. We opened up with a beautiful hand. So we first start out with Elsa. Elsa sends Scourge. Scourge is gonna bring us back from the graveyard, which is absolutely amazing. It's as if you didn't discard it. That's what I love about White Forest. It's absolutely broken. You're gonna Sylvie out. Sylvie's gonna get Tails, and then Tails is gonna get Rusia. Rusia plus Elzit is gonna go into none other than the Immortal Dragon. And like I said, guys, this is the same line I've been mentioning. You're gonna send Dark Necromancer. These two are gonna go into the one, the only SP Lone Knight. SP Lone Knight is gonna activate its banish effect because we used a synchro as material, so that's gonna banish Dark Necromancer. Have you ever used SP Lone Knight as an extender? I don't think you have. This is absolutely amazing. You're gonna do the Dark Necromancer line, obviously, add the Revender Evolution, and then from here, guys, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're gonna do the Harvey Featherstorm effect, shut all monster effects. You don't want to get Nip. Here you go, banish a card, boom. And then you want to go into Camellia. Now you might be wondering, wait, in this line, Altair, Dark Necromancer is still on the field. How are you gonna go into Hornet Drives? And that's a very great question, my friends, because this line covers everything. Even if you just say they imperm you somehow and then you get belled here on the Sky Striker, ladies and gentlemen, you could just banish Vendor Core anyways. You don't care. You have an extra zombie in the field, you can banish Vendor Core plus Sky Striker, level 1 plus Link 1, you already know it equals Cup C, Yami away. So even if they do throw hand traps at you, this combo can still continue. It can still make pushes. And that's what's important about a combo, ladies and gentlemen. What's important about a deck or a combo line is it's able to make pushes through negates, because you could open up and go second. This is not like go first type of deal every time deck. No, it could go second. It has all these pushes. This is your typical Yami combo. You're gonna go resummon them all back to get Lollipop. Lollipop is also gonna do the same thing. It's gonna summon them all back, and this is where we go into Keep Your Pitch. A lot of people here go into the Samsara Cat, into the Herald. We actually cannot use Herald in this deck because we have to use our graveyard a lot. So we go into Ancient Fairy Dragon. And look at our hand advantage, by the way, guys. Droplet, Mitsurugi, I still haven't summoned yet. We add Nemesis Corridor. We're about to go into Thunder Dragon. This is GG's, guys. This is absolute GG's. We add the Thunder Invitation of a Ancient Fairy Dragon. We go into Sprite Elf. This is only a Massive Duel exclusive. I will show you more TCG and OCG. It will be there. But obviously, Sprite Elf is absolutely broken. It will protect our board. The monsters it points to. We're going to go into Flying Mary. Flying Mary is going to add back Eldritch. There goes Eldritch. He's going to add back. Following Angel Kado. Angel Kado is going to, we're going to send Delta with Eldritch. Held up families here. Cooked. Let's wait a little bit. I was locked in. Next, you're gonna have the 2 level 10s, and you're gonna go into Varudras. My favorite Omni-Negate in the game, and it's gonna be protected by Sprite Elf. How broken is that? Now Nemesis Corridor, target your banished Vendrick Core, and you're gonna go to Thunder Dragon Colossus, which is also protected by Sprite Elf. And yeah, you guessed it, I still haven't even used my Habakiri line. Still haven't touched Habakiri, and now to put insult on top, to put salt on top of the wound, I am summoning Murakumo with his Omni Negate on the field as well. Absolutely ridiculous. And not only just his Omni Negate, I'm bringing Yummy back. Now, these interruptions, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder Dragon, you can't add cards from the deck to hand. Cooked. And you can't even out it with targeted effects because like, you can't imperm this right now because of Sprite Elf. You have Murakumo, which in general is just a big threat by himself. Sprite Elf obviously is going to bring back our SP Little Knight that, yes, we sent to the graveyard. Remembering, oh, use Lizard Dose, man. No, use SP because Sprite Elf is about to make an interruption on the opponent's turn. That's why we use SP Little Knight and Sprite Elf. The synergy there is crazy. Again, this deck has been developed for over the latter half of this year, guys. The synergy is insane. Like, there is no missing synergy. Unless you tell me in the comments down below, but I don't think so, man. I've been labbing this line up for a while. Varudras, the best Omni Negate in the game because it can destroy any card, not just like the card it negates, any card on the field. That's why it's so good. And also it can destroy a card when it's attacking at the damage step, and when it's destroyed, it destroys a card. This guy is Destruction Incarnate, as the name suggests. You also have Yummy line. Absolutely crazy. That is boosted by our Elsic combo. Look at this, Scourge of the White Forest. Tribute 1 Synchro Monster, which is what Yummy is, a Synchro Monster. Tribute 1 Synchro Monster, then target 1 face-up on the field, card on the field, negate its effects. So this is just a face-up field negate. Call in Imperm, you add a drop play on top of it, you have Yummy Surprise on top of it. Absolutely ridiculous. This is like, and let's just say they go through this entire like 60 bajillion interruptions and they somehow like only like get 1 monster on the field or whatever, like whatever line they get on the field, they pass it back to you because obviously they can't OTK with this. It's pretty much impossible. Even FTK, it's impossible with this board. So they're gonna pass it back to you. You're gonna have a turn 3 here, ladies and gentlemen. You have Dark in your hand. You have Delta in your hand for Tartarus board break. Absolutely impossible to go through this board. Once I have it set up, you resign. And that's what our opponent does, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, it's futile. It's absolutely futile. And if you want to know what they were playing K9, 40 card deck K9, and they resigned. They absolutely surrendered because there's no way you're able to break through this board. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, after seeing my current combo, we're gonna talk about other combos you could do or the previous combos I was used to doing on this deck. Now first, what we're gonna do is talk about just the Vendor Charge combo. If you want to run more of the Allure of Darkness slash more dark kind of vibe with Vendor Charge and Allure of Darkness and all those cards, if you just want to run that type of engine, very consistent, might I add. with Link Karibo on top of it, and you don't want to run the Sky Striker Camellia stuff, then behold none other than this Dark Necromancer combo. Again, you start out the same, except you actually use Vendor Charge on Dark Necromancer, just pretend that it got negated, and you get all the way to Link Karibo and all the way to Yummies. So Yummy Snatchy here. Then you go to Yummy Amusement Mignon. Yummy Amusement Mignon is gonna bring back a Yummy Cupsy, and then a Yummy Cupsy and a Yummy Snatchy is obviously gonna go into Lollipop Yummy Way. Lollipop Yummy Way is gonna get 2 back from the graveyard. Here we go. 2 are in the graveyard currently. And then you wanna go into Cupid Pitch. Again, Cupid Pitch is very key for your bridge to Ancient Fairy Dragon for most of these bridges actually. And most of these combos, you might have a cookie in hand, you can special summon here, but obviously you just want a Yummy Surprise into Marshmallow. Marshmallow bring back the card Yummy Surprise that you just used. But sometimes you will have cookie here, just use cookie. Just in case, again, if your opponent has any trap cards, you can play around it, etc, etc. From here, obviously you want to special summon Ancient Fairy Dragon. I mean, it's pretty obvious how broken this card is with in turn of Eldritch. Here is very key. Up in Cupid Pitch, you want to grab Mirage Dragon. Very, very, very key. And you want to also special summon him through Ancient Fairy's effect. You're going to see this in a few lines where we use this Ancient Fairy Dragon effect. Sometimes we don't use it. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. Like, I mean, it's just as long as it's not your second turn, because remember, you do not use your battle phase after this, so make sure you go into battle phase first before you use the effect. Again, Flying Mary, same thing in the combo. As you can see, Flying Mary is going to bring back Eldritch from the 2 zombie monsters. And then we're going to go into the level 10 Contact Fusion, Fallen Angel Kato. And then we're going to be going into this time, we're gonna be going to Crimson Dragon instead of the Varudras, because he's gonna be able to add a Synchro Rumble, and he's gonna special summon from off of the Fallen Angel Claw from the deck another Eldritch anyways. Now we could do a double Eldritch assassination here, get Delta out of there, summon Eldritch on the field. Look at that, our board is fully filled up here. It's absolutely incredible. Then you want to add Delta back, of course, as always. You always want to add Delta Invitation back. And then you want to go Varudras. Varudras, I have to say this as I'm comboing here, is probably one of the most insane Omni Negate in the game. I think it's the best Omni Negate in the game, hands down. You're going to activate Mirage to send back Vendor Core onto the field, and then you just want to go to any level 12. Here I just chose this level 12, the new Crimson Dragon Overframe. That's going to special summon back Ancient Fairy Dragon for a monster negate, and obviously here I go into Shooting Quasar Dragon because we're locked into lights after Mirage Dragon. So there you go, guys. That's the end board. You have a monster negate and 2 Omni negates, and it's after monster shutdown. And then on top of it, if you want to, you could also get to this type of end board with adding Mitsurugi. Obviously, it just forces you to play the Camellia instead of the Link Karibo. Again, some guys just don't prefer the Camellia Sky Striker stuff. I get it, 1000%. And if you want to play the Link Karibo, this is what you get off of it. Off of the Camellia, on top of this board, you will get, again, you will just get Mitsurugi. So you might be wondering, okay, what if I don't want to go into Varudras here after the Ancient Fairy Dragon? Fair deal. So you want to do the same bridge here. You want to do Ancient Fairy Dragon, add whatever card you want. Then you want to destroy Yummy Mignon. Destroy a fill spell card here, boom, add Delta of Invitation. Delta of Invitation's in our hand. Activate Delta of Invitation, then send a level 5 or higher zombie monster. It'll be Eldritch. Again, this is the same combo. You want to banish using Vendor Core. Vendor Core is going to then activate Delta of Invitation to summon a zombie token. Then you want to go into Flying Mary. Flying Mary is going to get Eldritch back. Same idea, guys. This combo equals a level 10 every single time. A level 10 exceed, that is, every single time. So here we go. Summon back Eldritch using Delta. Delta is going to come back after Eldritch summons himself. Obviously, that's the synergy there. And then you want to go into the new Super Dreadnought Cannon Flying Launcher. And what this is going to do is it's gonna add any Earth Machine monster in the game and allow you to have an additional summon for any Earth Machine monster in the game. So if you don't like Varudris, right here I add Therion, and what Therion is a machine Omni Negate. And how we're able to special summon Therion? Well, it's through Camellia. And let's just say here we didn't have Camellia in the graveyard, we're just able to normal summon him off of Super Dreadnought's effect. This is the new Super Dreadnought. To buff the new level 10 Earth machines that have just recently came out in the TGG. Nonetheless, you can special summon a Therion, equip Camellia, and why equipping Camellia is so broken is because Camellia's effect to send to the graveyard and send a monster to the graveyard activates when Therion tributes himself. So there you guys have it. There's also another way, if you don't like the Varudris Omni Negate for some reason and want a Camellia send plus just a normal Omni Negate, there you go, you could add Therion. But now let's get to the crazy stuff. Now let's talk about how you could bridge into K9, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you heard me right, you could bridge into K9. I'm telling you, this combo searches anything. Anything with a field spell, anything with links, anything with exceeds, this card will search, guys. I mean, this combo will search. So you can go ahead, get any level 12 that you want, get back Eldritch back on the field, obviously. Here comes Eldritch. And then Eldritch is gonna bring back Delta. Again, same combo. You're gonna get into the 2 level 10s. This time, again, you're just gonna go into Super Dreadnought. Super Dreadnought is gonna add, guess what? K9 Noroi. And because it's an Earth Machine monster, and you're able to do the additional normal summon thanks to the Super Dreadnought. Tribute Ancient Fairy Dragon because that's a vanilla now. And then you can just do your normal Noroi starter combo. As you can see, get Joko on the field, Joko, add Izuna, and then pretty much just go into Ripper here, guys. And then Ripper is gonna add the quick play spell for you guys to get the Omni Negate plus the Raigeki of the level 9 Ripper. And pretty much, like, you can't beat this board, guys. Look at this board. And on top of it, I just like insult to injury, I obviously add Mitsurugi. Again, this board is just so unbeatable and you pretty much can't do anything about it. Alrighty guys, now there's also another level 10 I want to talk about. So far I've only talked about 2 level 10s. One that's in everywhere in the OCG, TCG, one that's only in Master Duel because the others are not in Master Duel, and this one is only a TCG exclusive. Again, same combo, but you want to go into Mercurium, the Living Quicksilver. And again, he's the new Exceed level 10. And what this guy does is this guy is going to search any card in the game that has if this card is sent to the graveyard effect. Absolutely nuts. It's a free Foolish Burial. Any deck that requires a Foolish Burial you could get off of Mercurium. What I do here is actually just use the new Chaos cards for Black Magician of Chaos. So let me show you like how this basically works. So I attach Skull Archfiend of Chaos, and I just link Mercurium away. You just need 2 bodies after that, which you do with this with this combo. Skull Archfiend of Chaos then is going to activate because I send him to the graveyard. That's the effect. He's going to send any ritual in the game, any ritual, and then you get to add the monster on his name. So we get to add Black Chaos, Dark Chaos Magician, obviously. Obviously, it has an additional effect in the graveyard to activate. If this card is in the graveyard, you're able to add it back with the monster. So here we go. We add back Skull Archfiend of Chaos, and then we just use the ritual. There you go. You can search any ritual in the game. Not only does Dark Necromancer search any ritual in the game, with Mercurium, you could double down on it with Skull Archfiend of Chaos. You could double down on the ritual searches. So if you want to just ritual swap this, go. You're more than welcome to. And remember, doing all this before summoning Mitsurugi. Look, Mitsurugi is still searched in hand. That is how broken this line is. Incredibly broken line. Probably the most broken line ever. I'm not even using Mitsurugi. And I have a Black Chaos, the Dark Chaos Magician on the field that easily. Not even using his engine. Not even using his engine. They literally came out with his own engine, and Dark Necromancer does it better. Absolutely insane. Other cards I want to mention that I didn't show the combo to that you could send to the graveyard is the Dark Lord, where you could send him to the graveyard and add any forbidden card in the game, where you would add Forbidden Crown or Forbidden Droplet for the negate, obviously. So if you also just like Omni negates, just like the other ones with Super Dreadnought and Varudris, you can still add a quote-unquote Omni negate through Mercurium by dropping Dark Lord and searching for Forbidden Droplet or Forbidden Crown. Also, you could drop Fiendish Rhino. Fiendish Rhino can drop Archfiend Eris, and then you could go into your Fiend line from there. Or you could drop, instead of Archfiend Eris, you could drop any Fiend Tuner that has activate effect in the graveyard, which they all do. And you could go into your Red Dragon Archfiend if you want to. The potential is endless. You could even double down on the zombies idea, send Weight Baking, and then Weight Baking can get crazy with it. Like, he can send down some Tearlaments, he can send down some Fiendsmith, like, because he can mill out 3 just by himself. Like, guys, it can get absolutely nuts with Mercurium. Mercurium is actually absolute game busting, and it's crazy to think they added this card for Testina, but Eldritch with this combo uses it way better. Now you might be wondering, okay, I hear you out, but I don't want to use Eldritch. I don't like Eldritch, bro. Does that mean this 1-card combo is useless? Well, no, ladies and gentlemen. Like I've mentioned, this 1-card combo can search a lot. Now, talking about the Ancient Fairy Dragon line, which is one of the main lines I use, it can search any field spell in the game, guys. Meaning, think about it. If your deck has a field spell starter, Argo Stars, Millenniums, Man with the Mark, Malice, any deck that has a field spell starter, you're just able to set it, baby, and start summoning. And that is the power of Dark Necromancer. Now, I will show you 2 more field spell starters that you're able to do, even though there's like probably in the thousands, because, you know, there's a lot of field spell starters. I will show you 2 meta ones that I've used that work, and then after that I will show you how you can even search for Rise Seal, and how you can even do an FTK with this deck. Yes, this same deck not only can search Rise Seal on top of it, can also FTK. So stay tuned. Let's get into the next video. Let me show you how you could actually get Man with the Mark and Malice with the same combo. It does not change. Okay, guys, back with Ancient Fairy Dragon. You're still here. You're gonna destroy a field spell. It's the same line, and you still have Mitsurugi in hand. Keep that in mind. You always have Mitsurugi in hand, no matter what. Or your favorite ritual. It could be whatever ritual you want, but I have Mitsurugi. It could be Cerberus. It could be Illusion of Chaos. Whatever you, Mikonko, whatever you want. I just obviously have Mitsurugi just to show you how powerful this line can be. There you go. We search Treacherous with the King, which is absolutely insane. And then from there, you could activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect, special summon a monster from your hand, and then go into Slow White Rabbit to seal the deal officially on Treacherous with the King, because there you go. Activate that real quick, and then boom. Obviously, you don't want to add Man of the Mark here because you wasted your normal summon, but if you have Banished to summon Dark Necromancer, you could normal summon Man of the Mark. And then on top of it, obviously here, you would just want to grab the level 6 that gives you the Temple of the Kings. Absolutely crazy, guys. Again, guys, back with Ancient Fairy Dragon. This is the same line. You're going to destroy Yummy, Amusement, Mignon. And how powerful is this? This is absolutely ridiculous, guys. Malice in the Underground. Yup. You're seeing it correctly. And if you don't know, Malice in the Underground is a Malice starter because it can banish literally Malice from anywhere, and then you're gonna banish Dormouse. Dormouse is gonna special summon itself, and there you have it. You have full Malice combo. You have full Malice combo with Yummy on the field and Mitsurugi in the hand. Can we just think about it, ladies and gentlemen? Can we just think about how broken this card Dark Necromancer is? You have full Malice combo with Yummy with Mitsurugi. It's just absolutely crazy that you can do all of this and circumvent all these locks. All these locks that I have thought to be like, okay, you're just locked into links, you're just locked into cyphers. Guess what? No, let me start with Malice in the Underground. I can search it. my deck searches it in the combo. You know, so it is absolutely crazy. Also, in this combo, I've showed you only Man with the Mark and Malice. Like I said, Millennium with Woodrow Temple, Centaurion with Centaurion stand up. Like, guys, if your deck has a field spell starter, go for it. And you're about to be wondering, it doesn't even have to be a archetypal field spell starter. Like, for example, you can do like, what is it, Ritual Ceremony, which is adds a light ritual from your deck to hand. Absolutely crazy. So you could even do generic field spells. You could do Necro Valley and then, I don't know, go to like Slow Wet Rabbit and then stun your opponent if you want to. Like, this combo has tons and tons and tons of potential. Now, you might be wondering, well, I don't want to synchro summon with Yummy. I don't want to do Yummy. Like, I don't like Yummy. Yummy is kind of weak right now to Killer Tune. I don't want to get destroyed by Killer Tune. Even though, by the way, I shut off monster effects. Like, you should be fine to do your Yummy combo, but that's just it. Okay, I don't want to lose to K9, Killer Tune, or Dracatail. Yummy's biggest weaknesses. How am I able to play the game? Well, can I tell you that your beloved Broken Ryzeals is also playable with this deck? And there's an FDK. Let's get right into it. Again, guys, to just show you this is a true one-card combo, I'm gonna normal summon Dark Necromancer. Again, send Vendred. Vendred's gonna add the Revendred Evolution Ritual card, and you're gonna Ritual summon from the grave Vendred Battle Lord, and the Battle Lord is obviously gonna Heartfree Feather Storm. The monster effects. Guys, you could also, if you know they're playing Sky Striker and you're like, this is like TCG, and you're going with second, you could also stop spell cards. Like, you don't, it's not exclusive to only monster cards, but obviously monster cards is the most ideal thing to shut off, because that's what most hand traps are. Yes, there are Imperms and Dominuses, but that's only if you know your opponent are playing them, and they're very rare to be played, except in pure decks. And if pure deck stops you right here, you can still go into so much other things. So you're actually completely fine. Now, to get this, you just have to like summon them off. No matter what, just put IP in there instead of Camellia, because obviously we're not gonna go into Yummy. You can, that's the effing ridiculous part. You can have Yummy, Ryzeal, Mitsurugi out there, but you know, it's just not getting too sloppy here, you know what I mean? That's not getting too sloppy. Again, you're gonna add Mitsurugi. Mitsurugi is just gonna do its normal combo here, actually. So you're gonna do its normal combo to get Murakumo on the field, and then all this mumbo jumbo, add Mirror. Mirror is gonna summon, do this, bam, and then Murakumo is going to activate to add prayers, and then he's going to special summon himself. And this is the important bridge. 2 level 8s equals, you've guessed it, Divine General. Divine General is going to add 7th Tachyon, which is able to search any XYZ deck in the game. And then you're going to discard these 2 to just go into the Spell Negate, Hope Harbinger, crazy Spell Negate, and Snatch Steal. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you want to actually, this is key, you want to banish Vendred Core to get Dark Necromancer, because this is where also even more synergy happens. Dark Necromancer is a level 4, guys. He's a level 4, meaning he could special summon himself to help out your Ryzeal combo, because you're not actually going to be able to normal summon. So you're going to special summon Ice Ryzeal by dumping whatever card. Again, guys, you're going to have more cards in hand, but this is just to show that this is a 1-card combo. That's why I send IP Masquerena here. You're not able to send Vendred Core because he's supposed to get banished. So there you go, boom. So this is 2 level 4s, and then you go into Duel Drive, and that's your Ryzeal starter, baby. Duel Drive is your Ryzeal starter, and there you have it. You've did a Ryzeal combo by shutting off monster effects and searching Mitsurugi at the same time, without even having to go into that level 4 generic that searches Mitsurugi. You don't have to waste your mats on that. Nope, you could go right away into Ryzeal Duel Drive. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now let's talk about the FDK combo. That's probably what you wanted to see. This combo is ridiculous. So you start with the same thing, just a normal summon. It starts off with 1 normal summon. Can you believe it? You do all of that, add the ritual, Heartfree Feather Storm effect, go into IP, and you're gonna add Mitsurugi, and then obviously you guys probably have seen this before. This is the Mitsurugi gimmick puppet combo, but it's even more magnified because we shut off monster effects. You can't interact with me. You better have Imperm, you better have Dominus, or you are about to die. Because you can't Ash me, you can't Ghost Spell me, you can't Veiler me, you can't do Droll, you can't do nothing. So you can't nib me. So this whole combo is basically, if you don't know, you're gonna do the whole pure Mitsurugi combo, and you're gonna get all the rituals in there, and then you're gonna go into the gimmick puppet, and I'll show you what you need to do after the gimmick puppet, because this is pretty self-explanatory with Aramasa and Kusanagi. This is basic Mitsurugi combo, and this is pure. Again, you're just gonna do pure, and basically you're just gonna tribute all of them. Make sure you've recycled all the cards from your deck and have them all on the field. So once that's done, we'll talk about what the actual FTK part is. And yeah, this is absolutely nuts. You can't interact with monsters. Before this FTK, you can interact with it. Like, you could nib here on this choke point. You could nib whenever you want to, right? And then you'd probably have to just go Typhon Pass. Not Typhon Pass, excuse me, just Game of Trumpet Pass. Or like SP Pass, or like you just had like a weak end board here. But again, no monster effects. No monster effects. Where's the nib? You can't nib. You can't Veiler. You can't Ash. Like, this is done. This is like guaranteed. As soon as that Dark Necromancer guarantees the Heartbeat Veiler Storm, you've technically just lost. So now you have this full field. You're gonna go to the 2 level 8s into Gimmick Puppet, and the Gimmick Puppet is gonna detach. So when you detach, you're gonna add rank up Arcane Chaos Force. You're gonna use that on your own Gimmick Puppet to go into Tachyon Dragon, Neo Tachyon Dragon to be exact. You're gonna detach Gimmick Puppet. This is very key. Detach Gimmick Puppet, please. And you're gonna special summon Full Armor Photon Dragon, which is gonna add back that rank up card from the graveyard, and you're gonna use it on that Photon Dragon to get into Fantatic's Machine X. And this is the most broken card in the game, ladies and gentlemen. So you're gonna special summon on your side a Gimmick Puppet, which is also gonna add back that rank up card, which is not once per turn. You're gonna make sure to discard Neo Galaxy Ice Tachyon, because that's the one with the most attack. Special summon on the side of the opponent's field. This is gonna be 4,500 worth of damage that you're about to do here. First, you're gonna go into Raider's Knight, because you need the 2 level 2s that you have set on the field. Again, which is where the Dark Necromancer synergy comes from. And from Raider's Knight, you're gonna go into Fiend's Eagle, target that 4,500, go rank up spell, take out your Gimmick Puppet for C15 Gimmick Puppet, and that one's gonna target that for another burner 4,500. You just did 9,000 worth of burn damage and a Heartbeat Veiler Storm effect. Your opponent could not interact with you. You just FDK'd. When your opponent can't nip you, they can't Veiler you, they can't Droll you, they can't, you name whatever monster hand trap that they have in hand right now, they couldn't do it. And you might be wondering, oh, what if they Fua before this? What if they Maxi before this? Okay, you shut off monster effects, so it doesn't matter what card they draw. As long as mostly those hand traps are monsters, they're not gonna be able to use it. You're protected to do this FTK. There you guys have it. If you enjoyed watching today's video, make sure to leave a big fat like, subscribe. This video took a while to make, labbing up all these combos, labbing up all these different lines. It's like, it felt like doing calculus back in college, dude. Like, it felt like actually a tremendous amount of work, because there was all these niche effects, all these niche synergies that I just wanted to get down because of my OCD. I just don't want to be, I don't want it to be just a slop combo. I want it to be actual perfection of a combo. I want it to be one of the best combos that I could possibly do, and Dark Necromancer is just that, baby. So subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.